Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. It is the weekend. Today's verse comes to us from the book of Acts, Acts chapter 9, verses 4 and 5. And it says this: Then he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, Who are you, Lord? Then the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. It is hard for you to kick against the pricks. You know, I want to share with you by just way of thought here about the matter of turning points. You know, I was visiting a friend some years ago, and he lived in this place called Stratford, Virginia. Never been there before. So I had to use my GPS to get there. And even using my GPS, my friend, he really lived off the beaten path. It wasn't a straight shot. So I had to make decisions. I came to turning points. I had to make decisions on which way to go. And life is often that way, that we come to a point that we have to make a decision as to where we're going to go. And sometimes those events in life, it causes us to change direction, adjust our priorities, or refocus our energy and our effort. I mean, whether we thought it to be direction or misdirection, we can all look back at some event in our life that put us on the track that we're on today. Yes, whether it was a summer job that inspired us to choose a certain career path, or maybe it was a lost job where we began to stop living beyond our means, or maybe it was a sickness or disease that would cause us to never take life for granted again. Maybe it was the birth of a child that changed our priorities in life and refocused us, or maybe it was the words from a teacher, a friend, maybe even a stranger on the street that put us on a path to become what we are today and be part of something bigger than ourselves. We've all had those moments in life that has inspired us to change direction, to move from one orientation to a new, or to move from where we were to what we shall become or are becoming. And so it was with Saul. But Saul was on a mission. He thought he was on a mission for God. He was on his way to Damascus to persecute the church, to persecute the saints of God. And then a light shone from heaven, brighter than the noonday sun. And he fell to the ground, and he heard this voice calling him by name, saying, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said to the voice that he heard, Who are you, Lord? And Jesus said to him, I am Jesus whom you are persecuting. How hard it is for you to kick against the prick. Yes, Saul had a turning point moment in which he who was the chief of sinners became Paul, the apostle, the preacher, the teacher, the pastor, the church planner, and the lover of souls. Beside the Lord himself, I think Paul is one of the most important figures that we find in the development of the church. Yes, God can take the worst of us and make the best of us. Aren't you glad that God has more grace to give than we have sin to commit? To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate on these verses. They would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you have a great day, have a safe day. It is the weekend again. Make sure that you get out and do something special with your family, for yourself, and then Sunday morning, enter into a place of worship with the saints of God, depart to serve Monday morning, God's willing. Yes, we'll see you right back here. Yes, on today's verse. Amen. Amen.